are Fande Louded? Fande Louded, where are you? Parents, please, thank you for educating the children. The time is up. Members of armed forces not allowed anywhere near here. Hold that side slowly.
Kwa ng'ombe ya moja na sauda asifu watu wangu na sauda asifu
I can't deceive you that it's an easy exercise. I learned long ago that things that come easy, they do what? Come easy, go easy, isn't it? But what's behind your decision is not actually what you're going to endure as you go through this process. But I think the drive that you have to come and serve this nation. How many are above 18 around here? Above 20? Those who are 30 and above? You are young people, and I'm very, very, very sure you'll come out on top in all this and whatever you do. My advice to you as we start this exercise can be crystallized into one. Be disciplined. When you are disciplined, I can assure you everything else is added on to you. And don't come in here and take this lightly. Madam Arasisi already alluded to this, that I believe most of you, if not all of you, have not come looking for a job. Because I think there are other jobs that you could have gone for elsewhere, isn't it? Now, that being the case, come prepared, be disciplined, equip yourself very well, and do this as a national duty, consciously knowing the military, as part of the defense and security of this country, is a very important pillar in guaranteeing the present and the future of this country. Your future, the future of your children, and your grandchildren as you grow, serving in the military, getting out of it, and leaving it over to your children, like some of us are doing. You can see we are almost there in terms of how long we have served, okay? I can share with you, it's a very, very noble thing to serve the military. So for those that will make it, happy for you. Those that don't make it, will go for another round, isn't it? So, wishing all of you Godspeed and hoping that the best come out on top. And the other ones also come forward later on. Everything else remaining constant. So, let's get this show started.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good. My name is Farida Mayanja Mpima. I am the resident city commissioner for Kampala City. I know most of you know about RDCs, but Kampala is a city, and that is why I am RCC and not RDC. Nice to meet you today morning. We have all come to join the army, right? Yes. Who is self-motivated to join the army? Very good. Because that is one of the things that define a true soldier, being self-motivated and not talked into joining the army. We all know it is so scary. Like they say outside, joining the army is hard. It might be hard when it comes to qualifications, but it is something that can be handled if you drive yourself and you know the reason why you want to join the army. We all know we're not here to look for jobs, are we? Who is here to look for a job? We are not here to look for jobs. Joining the army does not need you to look for a job. Joining the army, like the president says, is a sign of patriotism. You love your country because you have only one country. This is your country, your parents' country, your children's country, and your children's children's country. We have only one Uganda. So if you're here to look for a job, my dear, you're in the wrong place. We all know we have learned people here because the government of Uganda, the NRM government, gave us a chance to go to school. We have graduates, we have lawyers, we have teachers, we have architects, we have engineers amongst you. You have left everything behind to come and join the army. That is a sign of patriotism. So we're not here to look for a job. We're here because it is our duty to defend, to fight for this country. I believe each and every one of you is physically fit because the government of NRM has immunized each and every one of you. Am I right? Yes. Do we have guys who are not immunized here? Yes. You're not fit to be a soldier. You should be immunized. Do we have sicklers here? Do we have sicklers here? Will not say much, but I wish you the best of luck. This stuff, I believe most of you, a few of you might not make it today, but it does not mean you have failed. No, there is always another chance in life. There is only one thing you have to know. When you believe, you achieve. If you don't make it today, you will make it some other. But just know you want to join the army to fight for your country. For God and my country, I wish you the best of luck. And I now officially hand you over to the Commander Recruitment Team. Thank you so much.
It's a nationwide exercise. This is just one of the centers. We have other centers in Hoima, another one is in Kotido, another one is in Arua. And so this is just one of the 5 centers. This is specific team today is here, tomorrow we shall be in Wakiso for 2 days. This team will move to Wakiso for 2 days. Here in Kololo today, by 6 o'clock we already had a very big number of candidates who had turned up, both female and male, and most of them meet the preliminary requirements. They have the national IDs, they have the education papers, they are so far going through the preliminaries, and still the number is quite big because what we have here is about 3,000% of what we need today. And as you see now, we are already in the 5th hour screening, and we are still going on. We have so far eliminated over 2,000, but the number is still over 1,000 who are here. We have so many engineers of all different fields. Actually, engineers alone are over 100. Software engineers, petroleum, civil engineers, surveyors, all those are here. We have people of avionics, people of aviation field. They are there. They are going for Air Force. We also have sports personalities here. We have education, all the respective persons in the field, the experts in the field are the ones screening in those specific fields. Like the medicals are being screened by the doctors, engineers are being screened by the engineers, education, these are the teachers, they are being screened by the teachers. We have also chemists, they are being also screened by chemists. Then we have senior 4. Senior 4 are also here. Senior 6s are also here. So what we required was, we required the people, adults between 18 years and 25. That's for senior 4 and senior 6. Senior 6 must be science personalities, but we have so many others who did arts and they also turned up, and we couldn't take them. Meanwhile, we also have the limit in terms of when the person took the examination. So we have, like, say, we need up to 2016, but then we have others who did in 2011, 2012, that have also come. So we cannot take those ones because those are the categories. Because, you know, in the military we plan, everything is planning. Those are the people who hide papers. Then after that, they bring the papers, irrelevant papers, which are not specifically required at that specific time. So, as you can see, the exercise is going on smoothly. We have not had any hiccups apart from people running here and there trying to join the teams, but we have enough force here. We have military police, even we have our local defense unit. We have the police from Kololo here that have beefed up us here, and in fact we thank them so much. They have been so instrumental in ensuring that there's order in the whole place. So still in the process.
We've just seen someone they have just arrested the military. What was it?
The only thing is that we didn't. No, the thing is that we are trying to take out anybody who belongs in the armed forces is not supposed to be here. Parents are not supposed to be here. So this is a very transparent exercise. You know, our recruitment into the armed forces is an open and transparent exercise that we conduct here in the public where the cameras are and so on. And so if members of the armed forces try to come around, we tell them no, you're not supposed to be here. So they are the ones we sent them away.
Afande, tell us about the timing of this whole exercise.
The exercise is going to last up to about 10 days. We are closing around 4th, 5th of January, that's 2020.
How many numbers do you want?
The total number of people we are going to recruit are 4,000. And this number is going to be recruited from all over the country. 4,000 people will be recruited from all over the country. Different specialties, engineers, doctors, we have chemists, we have also senior 4s, engineers of different fields, medicine, all sorts of different fields. We have even agricultural engineers here, and so on. So all professions are represented here today.
Afande, why now?
And in fact, I've not seen a profession that has not been represented here today.
Why now? Has the number in the army dwindled down?
This recruitment is normal exercise because we have retirements. So as we retire, we also have to bring in new blood. In every institution, there are supposed to be the younger group that is coming. Then we are supposed to have the middle age, and then we are supposed to have the seniors. So as the seniors exist, as they retire, we're supposed to have the younger blood so that there's continuity in the organization. That's how all organizations operate. Because I don't know how we are talking about elections when we're recruiting doctors. We are recruiting engineers. We're not recruiting, you see, we're recruiting all specialities. Because it is only in the UPDF where you'll find all the fields are here. It's one institution that has everything. We have tailors, we have everything. All professions are here.
How many people do you want from this center?
You disqualified men on health grounds.
We have not yet disqualified anybody on health grounds. We are going to do that next after the initial. We have so far screening academic papers, and we are also screening national ID. And this time around we are using, it's not a matter, we are not seeing physically. We are using NIRA machines to detect this national ID so that if anybody has a forged ID, he cannot make it into the military. This is strictly for Ugandans, not for non-Ugandans. And you can only prove your citizenship by having a national ID of the Republic of Uganda. So being left out this time, we hope that maybe someone will get national ID and join next year.
Why would someone want to join?
People come to the services, to the forces to offer service to their country. They come to offer service to their country. In fact, the RCC was here, and in her first address, she told them, before she handed them over to us, if anybody came here for a job, then this is the wrong place, this is the wrong institution. This is a place for service. We come to serve. Military all over the world is a service. You come to serve the people. You come to serve your nation. Things of jobs, so on, are not there. That's why I've never had us making these complaints that you people in other fields always make all the time. Because we know why we came to serve. And these are the people who have come to serve. Look at your senior force certificate. How did you score? Because we have what we call career progression. Today someone joins, we have a Department of Education. We have Chieftains of Education and Sports. We have what we call Education Implementation Committee, where students join today. Tomorrow we have a university in Lugazi. We have there a School of Engineering for the,
sir,
the
I'm
military.
asking about elimination methods.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. So we have these colleges and so on, and we have what we call career progression. So people may want to go later on to upgrade. So we need people who can even in future upgrade. People whom tomorrow we can take, and Makere will be able to admit from senior 4 will upgrade, will go to the School of Engineering in Lugazi or any other through Education Implementation Board, and then he will be able to, we cannot take F9. Today there is no time for F9. So first and foremost, the grades in senior 4 we consider. We look at also the grades in in senior 6. We consider how you scored before we go and look at your degree. So those are all procedures that we use, and that's just a preliminary. The ultimate decision will now be the medical. At the end of it, we are going to have the physical fitness test. After this stage, we are going for first of all, we are going to scan the national IDs to make sure they are Ugandan national IDs. And all the teams across the country have NIRA machines to detect and ensure that the machines, the IDs that are here are original.
How many do you need from the center?
So from this center, we need right about maybe over 100, closely more than 100. But as you see, we already have over 3,000 who are here. By 6 o'clock, one half of the pavilion was already full. And when you see that pavilion, every compartment is 1,500. So those were already about over 3,000. You can see others are still there in the pavilion. They are trying to make their way here, but we have deployed all over. Because they were late, we also considered the timing. We closed entries at 10 o'clock. And now what we are doing is the selection of those ones who are here. And so far, those whom we have already completed are senior 4s of the best grades. We have also completed the medicals. We have completed the sports personalities. We are screening now the engineers, the aviation. People in aviation have also already been, the pilots and so on have already been screened. So all professionals are here today. People who have already been successful. It's part of how we always do it. Once you qualify and you've already taken documentation, you have to go now to be part of, because we have already made a contract with you. So you have to immediately go for the training school and begin preparing as you wait for the next 10 days. By January, mid-January, training should have commenced.